Hey, what's up, y'all? Big Wooly here, and welcome back to episode 7, I think. We're just going to call it 7. I don't remember. Welcome back to Seaopolis 2. So, today we are going to, same thing we do every day, we're going to progress. So, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, just like before, off camera, Wooly put some stuff in the chest. As we talked about, I did a few things. I got started with getting into compact machines. I went ahead and made one, which I put somewhere. I think it's over here. Maybe? Is it? No, not over here. Where is it? Where'd you put it, Wooly? There we go. So I put one right here. If you right click on a compact machine with an empty hand, it'll give you a preview of what's inside of it. This one literally has nothing inside of it for right now because I didn't want to do too much without you guys. Making them is kind of an interesting process. So you have to set up this little machine right here. The quest line will give you a little like show preview thing, and you just basically walk around until you have enough room and right click, and it'll tell you what you need to put. You have to put down these very specific blocks. You know, it has to be stone and it has to be in this pattern. And then you put all of these facing towards the middle, and then that's where we construct our compact machine frames. So I made that one over there, and then now I have also made the 32 extra compact machine walls for our quest line for chapter challenge number, what is it, 4, I believe. Yep. And this is going to finish up this quest line for us. Prepare yourself for really loud noises. Usually there's really loud noises. There we go. Ow. And out of that, we got ourselves 3 more compact machines. We got the big boy, the really big boy, and one of the same size we have already made. These are going to be useful. And we also got wings, which is cool, I guess. We'll need wings, maybe, for getting around. So we're going to put the wings away in our storage. We're going to actually just put these compact machines in here for now. So now, next on our list, machine frames. So we went ahead and made some Electrum from the new stuff. I think we did that at the tail end of last episode. And we made some machine frames, and then we kind of stopped. So next up, we need to get into making latex. We use this machine, and it has to be on a jungle tree to extract latex. So we're going to start by bookmarking this. Make sure I got it. I do. And then we're going to grab out some Electrum gears I made, and we're going to grab out these supplies. We will leave all of the compact machine stuff in there for now. So let's see. Do we have everything to make an arboreal restract? Okay, we're just missing the bucket. So let's make some iron buckets. 1, 2. There we go. And there we have it. And for those of you that don't remember earlier, when we had to make gears, you make the gears by a couple of different ways, but the fastest way is you take the gear working die that we made and you put it in your multi-servo press. And then it's 4 ingots per. You drop one in, it'll make your gear. And that works for pretty much any of your gear types. So we'll just leave that in there so as to not clutter our inventory. And then we're going to put up that. And so now we have our arboreal extractor. Now, does this thing require power? I don't think it requires power. So I went ahead in between and I grew us a jungle tree. Luckily, I got it to grow inside, so we don't even have to go out of our comfort water bubble here. And then, yeah, this does not require power, I don't think. Use fertilizer. There we go. Yep. So 25 millibuckets. So this is going to take a few minutes to get us the latex we need to progress. So we're just going to let that work. It says use fertilizer. Do we have fertilizer? What does it want? Phytogrow? I think we got some of that as a quest reward. Maybe not. What does it take to make it? Phytogrow. Do we have all that? What are we missing? Niter dust. Do we have niter? That's the question. I don't think we do. No, we don't have niter yet. Okay, so we can't make Phytogro. What about bone meal? Will accept bone meal as a fertilizer. It does, I guess. There we go. Yep. So that will help us get there quicker. And now we can just let that work while we go on into the next machine. So let's look at what's coming up for us. So it wants a latex bucket, so we're just waiting on that to make us a bucket. Put this in storage. And then let's take a look at the next sets of quest lines. So the crystallizer, it wants us to make, which we need blocks of cured rubber. So we're going to need lots of latex for that. Okay, so we're going to be waiting on this machine. But you know what we can do? Let's just time in a bottle this. Who am I kidding? We got plenty of time because I've been playing in this world. We can go. Let's go. Extra. All right, that's one bucket. Let's get our quest rewards. Okay, so bucket. There we go. So that is a bucket of latex. And then it wants me to make rubber made from a bucket of latex. Okay, so we should be able to do that just right here. There we go. Do we have another bucket? We do. How many did we end up with? Oh, wow, we got another one. Let's give you a little more time, actually. See if we can't get it full, because we're going to need a lot. Because we get 3 per, and then it takes how many to make the block? 4. So yeah, we need 4 times 3 is 12. Yeah, we're gonna need a good bit. All right, so now we have to take and make this into the rubber, and then we can go smelt all of this or into the latex, and then we can smelt it into the cured. I think that's gonna be enough. Yeah, plenty of that left. Let's call that good for now. Let's go smelt it. All right, so that's gonna auto import into our storage. Let's make sure we pull one piece out for the quest line. We can make our block of cured rubber for the next quest line. Okay. Oh, yay, this is where we get into better power production. So we're going to be able to make our magmatic dynamo. That's exciting for me because it will get us way up there in power production. So what do you need here? What do you need? You need 2 blocks of cured rubber, an Invar ingot, and an Invar gear, and a machine frame. Okay, we can do that. So we'll let this keep processing our latex into rubber. Does this one have our speed upgrades in it? Yeah, it better. It does. Okay. All right, so let's get our Invar gear done. Do we have any Invar made? We don't. Okay, so it is nickel and iron. So I'll take some of that. Iron. We are low on iron. Which process is iron? Is that you? Yeah, that's you. So you need. Let's just do 3 stacks. Let you process through. Okay. There we go. That should be enough Invar. Let's make our gear. Okay. And then magmatic dynamo. Block secured rubber. Okay. Oh, we have enough. Sweet. So we should be able to just make it. All right, and the reason I'm so excited about this one is this will make it will 10 times our production. So we can essentially we can take both of these out and replace it with one, and we will have more power than we did with the others. So first and foremost, oh, I need to put these down to get their upgrades out of them. Okay. Kill these two. Don't even need them anymore. And then we can put 3 of these and 1 of these. And then now you'll notice that our output is 640 RF per tick. And it's going to do that on way less lava, like way less. So that is going to really help us. Let's get our wrench. Make sure to wrench this. And then we need to put our pipe upgrade back in. And there we have it. Now we have way, way better power production. Hallelujah. Next, what's next? So we got our magmatic dynamo. That pretty much closes out the machine frame part for us. So now the crystallizer. Bookmark this crystallizer and let's see what we need. We need more rubber. How much do we have? We need 3 blocks of cured rubber. So rubber 23. I think we have enough. We do. All right. And then we need 1 more electrum gear and another machine frame. So we need 2 more gears, 4 plates, and some iron. All right, this should get us some more iron going. Apparently time in a bottle does not speed this up, so don't waste it on the sifter anymore. Okay. Do I have any? I don't think I had any iron pieces, do I? I have 4. Nice. Stick that in there. Crystallizer, we need a machine frame, so we need our plates, electrum plates. Let's get that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there's our gear. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then we need our plates. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oops, made an extra. And then now we're just going to be waiting on our iron for our machine frame. So let's see. Do we have any more? Oh, okay. So the reason I left the little manual one is those automated ones are slow. So we chunk this in here. We let the clicker get it in there, and then we can just rush this. There we have it. Here's your crystallizer. And now, what does it want us to do? It wants us to make salt. So we get salt from pumping water into the thing and adding dust, which, do we have dust saved anywhere? We do. Look at that. It's almost like we knew we were going to need it. Okay, so we're going to need this machine to get some power, which it can go right here. And then we can just bring the power on over. And it's going to need water, so we'll take our sink. So there we have that. Auto input. And then extract. And there's our water. And then for now, we'll just take a stack of dust. This should get us our salt, which we have an extra integral component, so we can throw that in here to speed this up, and then we can time and a bottle it. Whoa! All right, there's our salt. We went faster than our water or our power could keep up with, but we've got plenty of salt. Okay, next it wants us to make a salt block. Okay, easy enough. All right, so we have our salt. What's next? Salty organic matter. Okay, so it wants me to make seawater, which is just water in a bucket over a salt block turns into seawater. Okay, so we're going to need another one of these little setups, except with salt blocks, which looks like we really won't need that many salt blocks. So let's take that out for now until we find out whether we need it. Make the rest of these. There we go. All right, so we need barrels. Well, here's one for starters, and then we can just break the floor, put our salt block in there. Nope, that is not a salt block, Willie. Put our salt block in there, put our barrel on top. Okay, this should start converting. Very nice. And there is that. And then what do we put into the salty organic matter? Okay. Oh, we put the regular salt, so we do need it. Can I break this back down? Oh, there's not. Oh, that's going to be a pain. Okay, well, so now we take our salt. There we have it, salty organic matter. So give me just a little bit, and I am going to get us another little automated setup like one of these with like a row of 3 with the salt blocks, the water, all that. We will figure out a good place for it, and then I'll be back. And we're back. So I made my base even more ugly, and I set up the colorful transformation powder, or salty organic matter, sorry, right here. Just temporarily, same thing we've been doing. You just toss the salt in there, and it gives you back the matter, and all that's doing is extracting the items from here, and then when these convert, it puts the salt in because it can, and then this side sucks them out and puts them back in the barrel. Now, as with all of our other matters and powders we've had to do, you have to sieve these. But there's 2 different types of sieves. There's the regular dry sieve, which is going to give us all of these achievements right here. So now, as you can see, we've got the whole top row handled. And then, if you waterlog the sieve over here, it's going to get you these coral, which are our next set of achievements. So let's just get rid of some red exclamation points because they're all up in the way. We'll claim everything. And now it wants us to make a tube coral of each of the things, which we have to then convert through our salty matter setup. But thankfully, we have that automated over here. Wrong way. And we can just dump these in this barrel, and it will process through all of them for us. So, got a few extra materials I gathered because I want to show you guys the compact machine and how that works to get your compact machine frames made. Because in between this episode and the next episode, I am going to take all of this junk and put it into a machine frame. I know I said I was going to do the lava after the last one, but I kind of figured not showing you how to make them first, but then showing you how I use them would be not so good. So we're going to show you how to use them, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty, so while those process through the salty seawater mixture stuff. Let's go over compact machines, because I know last episode at the end I said I would tell you all about them. I love compact machines because compact machines let you get rid of hot messes of things that you need for automation and stuff them into a little box where you don't have to think about them anymore. So as I was saying, when you go through the quest line, if you are here in Under the Sea and you go to compact, when you get to this one, the field projector, it'll tell you need 4 of them, and then right here you can click on it and it will show you how to build it. Okay, well, it's not letting me do it. I don't necessarily know how off the top of my head. So you click and it gives you like a little red outline, and you just tell it where you want to place it. It's going to show you to build this. So if you're having trouble with it, you can just pause the video here, and that's a good view of what you need to build with the pieces you have already made. So once you put all of them down, now we need to build our compact machine. Now, no matter what size compact machine we're building, they all go on the same 3x3. Except the only difference is going to be what we put in the middle. So since the biggest one that we have the resources to make is obsidian, that's what I'm going to do, because obsidian's really easy to get. We're going to put our obsidian block here in the middle. Then we're going to cap this off with more of our compact machine walls. Those are just a craft that you do in your crafting table with the rose gold that we made last episode, and any kind of stone. Gives you 8 per. You need 24, I do believe, to fill this in, or is it 23 because the one block in the middle is your one that determines size. Once you have your compact machine frame built, if you just take a piece of rose gold and you cue it, you throw it at it, you're going to get this neat little animation. It kind of freaks out for a second, and then once it scans again, we should see it pop out right there. And now we have a compact machine. I love compact machines because of what they let us do. They let us tidy everything up. So as I was saying last time, my favorite thing about them is this is a hot mess, right? Like, who wants to look at this spaghetti nightmare all the time? Just gives me anxiety looking at it as is. I'll be able to take this in between this episode and the next episode, and I'm going to stuff it in this box right here. Now, we need one other thing to be able to get inside that box. We need this. And there's our compact machines we got from completing the chapter challenge at the beginning of the episode, so we have plenty. So take your personal shrinking device, which it tells you how to craft it in the quest book. But it takes a tiny compact machine, which is just a block of copper, which you guys should already have automated. Same thing we just did over there on the machine, and it'll make this. So now, we come in here, we are inside of a box, and this box has its own dimension. This box can do and run and whatever as long as we chunk load it. So what we're going to do is we can come in here for claimed chunks, we can claim it, we can shift click it to tell it to force load, and now anything that we put inside of here will stay running even when we're in the overworld, which is cool. So we're going to be able to stuff all that lava production in there. And you're like, well, how do you get stuff out? Well, there's a couple of ways. You can get things out through the ports that they allow you to make in here. So if we go at compact, you'll see these. So we have an energy tunnel, a fluid tunnel, and an item tunnel. And you can just make one of those and you right click it on the wall, and that square becomes the input and output for your device. Now, whichever one you put it on, that's the side it will export that item from in the overworld. So if you stick it on this west facing wall, then it'll be on the west facing wall of the cube in the overworld. If you put it on the bottom, it'll be on the bottom. You put it on the top, you get the idea. I think that's rather cumbersome and ends up with more spaghetti in the overworld. What I really like to use to get things in and out of the machine frames, or the compact machines, are ender tanks and ender chests. So this is an ender tank. In the overworld, in between clips, I set up one on a code of cyan, white, and cyan. Now, all I did to dye that was just cyan dye. You right click it. And now if you look, we have an ender tank full of skulking organic fluid that's currently being made at our base in the overworld inside of this compact machine. But you're like, well, I need to get items in and out, Wooly. Well, that's easy too. We just make one of their ender chests from the same mod pack. And if you put it down here, and then we're going to stick some stuff in there. All right, we stuck some copper and gold, right? Now, if we come out into the overworld and we stick down an ender chest, now we left these just on white, 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 but you can make them any combination of dyes, and they will link to the other ones that are dyed the same. And if we look, there's our stuff that we put in the other side, and these are capable of having items piped in and piped out of them, the same as these are capable of having fluids piped in and piped out. So in between episodes, we're going to tidy up all of this area again so that we're free to keep using this as our experiment area, and we'll just probably end up stacking our compact machine frames, like probably in these little extra bits that I put here when I designed the room. So that gives us enough room for, 6 on each side, 12 total compact machines. If we can't get through the rest of this mod pack with only 12 compact machines for stuffing things into, then I have done something wrong. So what do we have left for today that I wanted to get covered in today's episode? The next tier of fluid, or of transformations. So let's grab all of those back out. And you're going to notice that completes out most of the Salty Matter questline, with the exception of the colorful transformation powder. And this one is probably one of the most simple to do. So all we have to do to get the next tier is we take our pulverizer, which I made an extra of for automating this later. It's right there. And we just stick one of these in here. And then I'm going to go turn off the auto output. Actually, it's having items pulled, so it doesn't matter. All right, so that went into our inventory. And if we come look, there we have it. Chapter complete. And we have ourselves some colorful transformation powder. Now, colorful transformation powder to be turned into colorful matter, we need colorful organic fluid, which we just take the skulking fluid, which I conveniently have an excess of right here, and we need a barrel, which we can get once we're inside the machine. So we take some fluid pipes, a barrel. We have 1 bucket of water, which will work for demonstration, but we really should make another sink. Do we have everything to make a sink? Oh, we do. Look at that. Perfect. All right, so we'll grab this bucket back out. All right, so we've got ourselves a sink for inside of here. And let's set up a temporary one of the... Actually, we don't need water. Why did you make a sink, Willie? You're crazy. Okay. So what it says is to put any of the tube corals down. So we'll just go ahead and plop down a few of them, even though we only have 1 barrel for now. Birch, oak. There we go, oak. All right, so we've got 3 oak barrels. What the heck? Oh my goodness, Wooly, you're dumb. These are gonna die if we don't have them in water when we place them down, Wooly. So you did need a sink. Well, this is interesting. This is not a problem I thought I would have. All right, so let's make a little corral to keep our... I wonder if this is even going to be enough. Okay, so if we go there, right here, and then that should make them all. So now, let's see if these stay alive now. Do they? Are you going to stay alive? Staying alive. There we go. All right, problem solved. So now let's take our skulking organic matter that we need to convert, and let's pipe it in there. Let's tell this that it can extract from our ender tank. being fed from the overworld. That should fill these buckets. These buckets should convert. Let's get some item pipes and another regular barrel. Okay, so we got our item pipes, we got our regular barrel, so let's put a regular barrel there. Same little setup we've done for all of them. This side will be the extract, although it doesn't matter which one's which. And then this will be the input. We'll tell that to extract from here. And then if we toss in the colorful transformation powder, we're going to get back colorful organic matter. Let's see, do we have more colorful? Yep, we do, 24. Colorful organic matter is going to get us into some of the best resources that we've been waiting on the whole time. I believe this is where we get our diamonds and various other goodies from. Yep, diamonds, redstone, emeralds, fluorite. We get our shards for prismarine shards and lapis from here. It's going to be great. So let's take this colorful organic matter, and to get out of your compact machine, just take your shrinking device, right click the wall, we're back in the overworld, and then just for, you know, getting through this so you guys can see it in this episode, let's put some of this into the big boy here. Okay, and then once it's filled, we'll just manually sit here and right click it. All right, that got through all of it, and this should get us all of those resources. Isn't that lovely? There we have it. Now, this is going to allow us, once we get enough, to get into diamond meshes for our setup. So that's what I'll work on between now and next time. So with that, that's going to bring today's episode to an end. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I did this one kind of in a hurry, but hopefully it comes out as a good, watchable video. If you have enjoyed this content and want to see more, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to know, like, right when my videos come out, ring that bell for notifications. Thanks. Have a good day.